Good morning or afternoon, Keenan. I'm standing here at the Wayne County Health Department where the executive Warren Evans just was here to speak about the vaccine. But before he did, he spoke about Sheriff Benny Napoleon. He says he actually went to law school with him, so he's known him for most of his life, or a good chunk of his life. They worked side by side on many occasions. He, along with many leaders, called him not only a good teammate, but also said he was a man they looked up to. Wayne County Sheriff Benny Napoleon was more than just an elected official.
Benny had an infectious smile, a smile that was warm, that would draw you in.
He spent most of his 65 years dedicated to serving the city he grew up in, raised a family in.
Anywhere you go in the city of Detroit, people said, "Hey, Benny," not out of disrespect for his office, but out of a real warmth for if you feel like you know him.
Many residents and local leaders have known him for most of their lives.
He and I went to law school together, in fact, him working on the Detroit Police Department and me working at the Sheriff's Office. We've known each other a long time, all of my adult life anyway. And it's always been a great relationship. I mean, he's the kind of person you'd like to be around, the kind of person you'd like to go to war with, have on your side.
Described as never having a bad word to say about anyone, always smiling but always serious about getting the job done, Napoleon was a mentor for many, including City Council Pro Temp Mary Sheffield, who, in a statement, said in part, "At a difficult time in my life when I was searching for direction and purpose, Sheriff Benny Napoleon took me under his wing." She says, "I learned so much, such as compassion for our fellow man and woman despite their circumstances, and how to be a joyful and giving public servant who is responsive to constituents' needs." Napoleon was Wayne County Sheriff for 11 years, but before that, he sat where Chief James Craig now sits. And at the time, he was one of the nation's youngest police chiefs.
What an inspiration for someone African-American and young. Benny was in his 30s, and he was the chief of police of Detroit, Michigan. And Detroit has always been a tough city. And so what an inspiration. And I think that's the one thing we should never forget. He broke through that ceiling.
A sad day today, indeed. And by all accounts, Sheriff Napoleon has been incredibly cautious, hadn't gone to a restaurant since March, had sanitized on a regular basis everything. His own brother still recovering from a long battle with COVID-19. So several people I spoke with this morning said they really hope this serves as a reminder that COVID-19, no matter how careful you are, you can contract it, and just as a constant reminder to wear your mask, wash your hands, and avoid those large gatherings. Reporting live here in Wayne County, I'm Jennifer Ann Wilson, 7 Action News.